Hey everybody, it's Wick here, and I'm making this video to kind of start a discussion in the comments. If you are a Merch by Amazon seller and an eBay seller or either, feel free to comment and kind of discuss what I'm about to talk about, because I'm just something I've been thinking about, and that's merch versus eBay, which is better for your time. Because I've been asking myself, is it better that I list on merch or eBay? And I got some points that I've brought up, and I want to share them with you, and I want your guys' opinion. Merch by Amazon pros and cons. So I'm going to go over some pros and cons of each real quick and kind of get your mind turning. Some pros for Merch by Amazon is there's no startup cost other than computer and internet. So you don't have to buy supplies or t-shirts or anything. You don't have to buy inventory. You can just get on there as long as you have a computer and internet, and you can start designing shirts and making money. So that would be a pro. A scalable business. You can scale it up. You list more designs, make more money, just like eBay. So that would be a pro. Semi-passive income. I don't like to say passive income. I know a lot of money gurus out there talk about passive income, but I don't believe any income is truly passive. But this is pretty passive when it comes to the definition of passive income, because you can just walk away from it at any time and you're still making money. Now, if you walk away for a few years, you might not make money. I haven't listed any shirts for a year on Merch by Amazon, and I'm still making $100, sometimes over $100 a month. And right now in December, I'm up $150. That's with like 300 designs. And I haven't put in any work, just the initial work I did a year ago. And I think to myself, if I would have been listing shirts every day, new designs, I could maybe be killing it right now. So yes, you can just leave anytime you want and go on vacation and come back. And while you're gone, you're still generating income. It's easy to outsource a lot of work. Therefore, that goes with the scalable business part. You can hire people to list your shirts, design your shirts, do the keyword research, anything like that as you grow. So it's very scalable in that sense. Amazon's massive customer base and marketing, you can't beat it. Every shirt you put up there is going to get some great exposure. It's not like if you started your own t-shirt website, the amount of cost that it would take to gain a customer base and market it is just staggering to compete against someone like Amazon. So that's a huge benefit. This goes hand in hand with no startup costs. You have no storage of inventory, zero risk of having a product that fails. If you design a shirt and it doesn't sell, it doesn't do well, it's no cost, just your time. And I think that's a really good pro, because if you're selling on eBay, you got to go out and buy all that inventory and store it. And then if it doesn't sell, you got to find a way to move it to recoup your money. Product can sell unlimited amounts. So if you list one t-shirt, you can sell that t-shirt over and over and over and over and over again. If some crazy billionaires finds it and is like, I want 4,000 of these, it can be done with eBay. And this goes in hand with like Amazon a lot too, Poshmark, anything like that. Once you sell out your inventory, it's gone. You have to resource it and drop a lot of money. You can build a brand through Merch by Amazon. You can, focus a bunch of t-shirts on a certain niche and build up a brand and an audience on Facebook, and you can really do a lot with it. So let's look at some of the cons of Merch by Amazon. It takes some knowledge of design, Photoshop, etc. If you are completely new to this, you're going to have to spend time to learn this stuff. But it's free to do. Like you can find tons of videos on YouTube. There's tons of people that do tutorials on there, and they make good tutorials because they want your views on YouTube. So definitely take some time to get that knowledge if you don't have it. But yeah, it's just part of the game there. You must be approved into the program. You just can't sign up. You might be able to now, but back when at least I signed up, you had to wait multiple months usually before you got approved. I don't know what the approval process is like right now. If someone knows, as recently dealt with it, they can leave that in the comments. But you may have to wait months, and you may get in right away. And when you do get in, you're going to be tiered at maybe only listing 10 designs, and you have to list 10 designs, sell some, and then you start tiering up to list more. So it is something that you kind of have to grind. Amazon can change rules and royalties at any time. When you're playing in Amazon Sandbox, you have to understand that they can just dispose of you, dispose of the program, delete all your designs, and change your royalty amounts. They've already changed royalty amounts once, and that really hurt my profits because I never changed my prices back up. So, losing I think it was $1 or more per shirt, that's like an extra $40 a month. And I decided to keep my shirts price lower though, just because I wanted to see if that got me more sales. But definitely something to consider that, when you're, obviously if you had your own website and had traffic coming in, you're a lot safer. There's always trademark and copyright concerns. It's so dangerous doing the t-shirts because you can, just a few words like greatest shirt of the circus or something. I don't know. That was a terrible example. But something like that could be trademarked. So you have to always be searching everything you list to make sure you're not putting any copyright in there. Like if you wanted to make a Fortnite shirt with you could put like a llama on there that wasn't the actual llama from Fortnite, maybe a pickaxe, but you couldn't put anywhere in there the name Fortnite or anything that's already copyrighted, because you will get strikes and they will kick you off very quick for that stuff. And it can be really hard to pinpoint the trademarks. And I'm not sure completely on trademark laws, but even if you come up with something that's not trademarked and you don't trademark it and someone else does trademark it, then you can eventually get a mark for that because yours was, even though yours was already up. So there's a lot of concerns there. Copycats will alter and steal design ideas 100%. Just accept that this is going to happen. You're going to come up with a great shirt design and it's going to start selling, and people are going to notice and they're going to start looking at your design, altering it so it's not the exact same, and they're going to start trying to steal your sales. That happens to everybody, and one of the best strategies in merch is finding shirts that are selling really well and then altering them yourself and making them better, trying to find a weakness, like maybe the keywords are bad, maybe the color you feel is off, and you fix that, and then you kind of hijack that shirt design. But you can't copy exactly word for word or the design 100%, or Amazon's algorithm will kick you off. Amazon design, they're uploading to throttle creators. What I mean by this is when you go to list a shirt, you have options to list premium shirts, long sleeve shirts, sweaters, that kind of thing. But you can't do it all at once. You have to go back and relist each individual one, even though they could easily have a checkbox that just does all that automatically. I believe the reason they do that is because they want to kind of throttle creators. They don't want that many shirts coming in that quick. That really slows people down. And I have found a way to kind of get by that a little bit. Once I have a standard design, I use a macro and it just moves my mouse around, and it will go through the whole process of doing like the alternate shirt designs that are not the standard shirt. So I can just hit a button and just kind of have my mouse do it all while I do something else, and that helps a lot. But I also find that I don't sell many other shirt types other than the standard shirts. Sometimes premium. Sold some long sleeves. I don't know if I've ever sold a sweater or a hoodie, but when I'm designing new shirts, I try to just put those up too. Royalties, profits are lower. So compared to like eBay and other things, you're only going to make, depending on what you price your shirt, like if you price it at, I think mine is priced at $15.99, most of my shirts, you're making like $2.37. So the royalties are lower, but keep in mind is no risk or anything. You can price your shirts higher if you come up with a banging design and you want that to be priced at $19.99 and people's buying it, then you're getting a pretty good commission. And if you got thousands of shirt designs, $233 adds up a lot. If you're selling shirts, you can easily make $1,000 or $2,000 a month on that. If you look at some of the top merch by Amazon sellers out there that really have been grinding it out over the past few years, some of them clear 6 figures a year. And I think that's really, really cool to have an opportunity like that. Competition is tough. There's so many people out there that are just killing it with thousands and thousands of shirts. They probably got design teams by the dozens, and they're just they figured out how to get the best designs, how to market them, and that does it. This is not to discourage anyone, but you do have to realize that competition is going to be anywhere that there's money. So if you want to make money, you're always going to have to deal with competition. Creativity means more money. And what I mean by this is if you just are not artistic and you can't come up with good designs, you won't make money. eBay's a bit different. You can just throw products on there and flip them. And eBay has its nuances as well, but with Amazon merch, you're just going to have to come up with at least pretty good designs to compete. So if you're not that creative, maybe merch by Amazon's not for you. So let's look at some eBay pros and cons. Pros for eBay: much higher returns possible. You can buy an item for $4, flip it for $150. So $150, that's a lot of shirts you have to sell to get that. So if you're finding enough products, then maybe eBay is going to be better to be listing that stuff. They got scalable business. Just like Amazon merch, you can scale an eBay business. You can source and list more to grow. There's more control over profits, sales, and how to run a business. So on eBay, you have more control. You can run a sale. You can price whatever you want. And, you can sell stuff in bulk and get bulk discounts, all kinds of things you can do on eBay to run your business. Ability to outsource listings and shipping to save time. Just like merch, you can outsource a lot of the work, and you can spend more time sourcing or doing whatever to build your eBay business. Definitely something I need to work on. It's extremely hard for me to outsource any work because I want it done very well and right, and I feel like I need to do it myself to get that quality. eBay has a large customer base for certain products. Just like Amazon, eBay is got millions of customers that look for certain products. A lot of customers, like if you're selling, they want to buy a board game new, they don't go to eBay first. They go to Amazon because it's just how the things are going now. Amazon's just too well known, and eBay is more people looking for deals, older things, vintage, used. But it has a huge customer base, even for new products. And if you figure it out, you can do very well. And just like merch by Amazon, you can build a brand with eBay just as easy. So eBay cons would be returns and paying shipping cost. If a t-shirt on merch by Amazon is returned, you never see it, you never deal with the customer. You just have to refund your the money spent or your royalties. And it used to be you didn't even have to give back your royalties if a shirt was returned. It was pretty nice. And that's what I was saying earlier, things are going to change in merch by Amazon, and you don't have any control of that, and it's going to hurt your profits more than likely. eBay is not very passive income at all. You always have to be shipping and listing. If you want to go on vacation, you're going to pay for it because you're not going to be able to ship your products while you're on vacation. So you put your store on vacation, that's going to cost you sales more than likely. So it's just something to think about there. Once a product sells out, it's gone. It must be replenished. Unlike merch by Amazon, every product that sells, you need to relist another one or get more product to keep the listing live. So it can be a pretty big con depending on your lifestyle. It costs more money out of pocket to buy inventory, more risk. So you got to be spending money all the time, spend thousands to make thousands. It's just pretty much how it works with eBay or Amazon or any of those. So if you got the money to risk, then it's great money you can make on eBay. But with merch, you don't have to initially make that risk. And just like merch, competition is also tough on eBay. So here's my conclusion. It probably depends on the lifestyle you want. If you're confident in your merch designs, if you have an audience or niche already for your shirt designs, you can really kill it. If you have great sources of inventory, then maybe you would kill it more so on eBay. So that's something you'd have to ask yourself. For me, both is great, and I wish I had more time to do both. I'm leaning more towards merch because I want more passive income build up, and I don't want to miss this big merch opportunity that's happening. So I've just been leaning more toward maybe I should just be listing more shirts than listing stuff on eBay, at least for now, because I mean, I've been making passive income all year from not putting in any work. And if I would have been listing, say, just 5 shirts a day over the last year, man, I could probably be making $1,000, and then I could just leave and it would be all passive income, and I could come back and just grind out more shirts. So that's kind of how I've been thinking. Let me know in the comments what you think. If it's better spent time listing merch shirts or eBay. I'm still going to be listing on eBay regardless, but I'm thinking about maybe splitting my eBay time, which is already not that much, for merch, and kind of focusing on that a bit more. Again, this is all just kind of a theory I've been going over in my head, and I just wanted to share it and kind of get some ideas from other people, and maybe some other people has been doing it. But that's going to be it for the video. Please hit that like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe to see all my reselling adventures and maybe even more merch stuff if it grows for me and I can keep at it. But thanks for watching. This has been Wick. Till next time.